Hi and welcome to Cakes and Conversations, and today we're going to learn how to make geo hearts. So I'm going to make some white geo heart toppers for my cake. I'm taking isomalt for this. You get this substance ready-made in the market. I'm taking almost 100 grams for now. You can always reuse if you're not coloring them. If you have colored them, you can still reuse. You can just keep it for a cake when you want to use the same color. So I'm going to just heat this. This takes a little time. It has to come up to 170 degrees. Now I'm just going to decide the size of my toppers. Okay, I think I really like the large one and then this one. I'm not intending to do this one. These are plastic, so be careful. Always use metal cutters, but I don't have metal heart cutters, so it's 160. So the best thing about isomalt, it does not caramelizes like sugar. Sugar, when it reaches to 160, 170, that's the hard crack stage. That's when it starts caramelizing also. Okay, so here I've switched it off. If you see there are a lot of bubbles, I'm going to keep it here. And now we need to cool down to at least 150. It's 165. You can reheat this multiple times. It only starts changing the color probably like when you do it the 5th time or a 6th time when you reheat it like the 5th or the 6th time. Nothing happens to it before that. It is 160 again. 160 around that much, yes. It should be okay to use now. 145. So I'm trying to pour it now on the bigger one. Hopefully it works. So that's it. Of course you need to press your cutters. Of course this will otherwise come down, okay? So I'm keeping some weight on it, and let's see once it's cooled down or once it's set how it would be. By the time, I'm also going to take some more because I need to make some crystals so that the heart looks like a geode. Okay, now I'm just going to heat it up. Again the same way. I think this is going to be done now. I hope so. No, it's not yet. Okay, let it stay. Let it stay. So here I have started melting these again. It's come to 150, 20 degrees more. Basically that's called tempering of your isomalt. You need to bring isomalt, especially when you get granules like this, you need to bring it to a temperature and then you need to get it down, cool down, and you have to use it. This is because they are not ready to use. If you just use them to a temperature that is just melted, say 140, and you start using them and do not bring it to 170, you will find that it will become very sticky very fast. It just starts absorbing moisture, does not stay well. So it's 180. Switching off the flame, keeping this on the side for it to cool down. So I have this beautiful mold which I use for my geodes, for all my cakes. You can, of course, if you don't have the mold, you can normally lay it flat and then you can crack it with a hammer or a spoon and get unequal shards, unequal stones, but I really like to use this mold. It gives me that nice brilliant shine. Okay, so this has been done, if you see. Okay, it's perfectly nice. It's dried up. It's brilliant. Now if I try to push it like this, it may crack. So I'm just going to lightly do a blowtorch. Of course, it will melt my plastic mold. So yeah, a good time to buy a new one. Let's try. Wow, this just came off. Perfect. It's a bit hard, don't hold it that way. Yippee. Now it's the center portion. Be very careful. One sec. Okay, we'll put the stick later. I'm going to put the stick later, which is not that difficult. So first I'm now going to do the geode on the top. I'm breaking this into pieces. I'm just going to heat up a little on the edge. I mean on the top, not on the edge exactly. So here are our geo heart toppers. I will be painting it in gold and then I will show you how it looks like. So you can always keep the unused one back if you're not colored it. If you have not colored it, you can keep the unused one back in the same container. Now I'm going to flip this over, both of them. I'm going to heat this a bit. Not much so that it melts, but just that much that I can put a stick there. That's it. Then I have something here. I was anyway going to melt the remaining, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt it, pour a little bit over here, and then remaining I'll just pour it here. When it's solidified, keep it in the container back. Once your isomalt is tempered, you don't have to bring it again and again to 170 degrees. It's only the first time. Since now it's done, as soon as this portion melts, I'm going to use it. You don't have to wait for it. It's only once that you need to temper. Take little, pour it on the stick. That's it. Keep it flat so that it sticks. That's it. You can pour the remaining over here so that you can take it off later and put it in the container. So I'm going to just paint gold now while that's all done. That's it. So if you can see, it's nice, and we'll do the small one as well. Since it's going in the mold, I'm not really worried about how hot or how cold is it. These silicone molds are very good at even handling 200-degree temperatures. It will not spoil. Spread it out evenly. It's okay if it's going out. You can always pick up the isomalt and melt it back. So now I'm allowing that to set as well. I'm literally breaking off the excess because I don't want it in one piece, you know. This would still come out as one piece because I don't see that it is. I can't feel the edges basically. And that's how my toppers are going to be. I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.